Well, this is it. I'm on my way to fight the first legendary in the game. And you know, lately I have had an increasing number of requests to do other Pokemon games once this one is done. And well, as I said a few videos ago, I don't know if I will do any more after that, but if I do, then I can tell you pretty much that the next one is going to be Crystal. Okay, we have a Voltorb here, Trap, level 40? Are you kidding me? I didn't remember those levels were that high, and here I was ranting on in the last video about low levels and everything, but level 40 Voltorb? That's harsh, and I'm surprised I managed to outspeed it because, well, Voltorb's still pretty fast. It's not Electrode, but outspeeding it with a Venusaur, I didn't think it was gonna happen. Now here's another one. And seeing that Magneton at the end of the last video, well, it reminded me back when Ocarina of Time first came out, my brother would always call the Megaton Hammer the Magneton Hammer. Now, this wasn't intentional, of course, but still, it's pretty funny because, well, he was 11 at the time, so you gotta forgive him. And the thing is that both Ocarina of Time and Pokémon Red came out that year. Red and Blue in America, of course, because in Japan it came out in 1996. And speaking of the early days of Pokemon, it's funny how things worked out. You know, in Japan, the anime was there to promote the games, but in America, it seemed to me, I may be completely off on that one, but it seemed to me like the games were promoting the anime. And look where we're at today. Is there anyone left who takes the anime seriously at this point? Well, it's lasted for so long, and I wonder how. Well, of course, I imagine it must be popular in Japan, but over here, well, that would certainly explain all those straight-to-DVD releases lately. The last movie that... Oh, an Electrode! What level is it now? 43! Holy crap! Now, he's sure gonna go first. What's he gonna do? A Sonic Boom? Okay, well, that certainly puts some hurt on me, though. I wonder how its other moves would have hurt me more or less than 20 HP, especially given that Oh, that is not good, that is not good. Please live, live, live. Well, I still have half my HP left, but, well, I gotta thank Electrode's low attack for that, but still. Anyways, I was saying the last movie to have hit American theaters was Pokémon Heroes, the 5th one. And since the 11th movie is going to be aired soon, in a few weeks, and then there's gonna be a DVD release afterwards, yeah, so that it's been 6 years. Super, they misspelled Max Elixir too. But yeah, since they misspelled Elixir to begin with, I think it's too much to ask of them to get Max Elixir right. But yeah, as I was saying, it's been 6 years since the last Pokemon movie hit theaters. That means it's been about 6 years that nobody gives a crap about the anime anymore this side of the Pacific. And by that I mean nobody even bothers laughing about it anymore. It's so 1998, and I think that tumbleweed rolling by may be even worse than the ridicule the anime had to endure in its early years. So, back to the game, because, yeah, just talking about the anime makes me feel stupid, let alone watching it. And by the way, no, I've never watched it. Thanks for asking. And is it me, or does Pikachu's tail seem wrong somehow? Like, shouldn't it be much, much wider? Unless we're seeing it at an angle, but it might be too much to ask of those primitive Game Boy graphics. As for the general layout of the power plant, it's like a corridor that surrounds the place, but there are 4 side rooms that you can get into, but in those rooms there are Voltorbs, Electrodes, but also items, so they're worth checking out if you think you can take the Voltorbs, which anyone should. And the electrodes, well, I suggest not touching them unless you've raised your Pokemon diligently, as I think I've been doing so far. And wow, I'm already 5 minutes into this video and I've made almost no progress at all. So yeah, those side rooms can be real PP and time wasters. So what I think I'm going to do as I'm checking out the second of these rooms, well, what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to just explore the whole place, leave Zapdos alone for now, and after that I'm going to leave, go back and heal, and after that I'll do a second run-through of the place, but this time I will just rush straight to Zapdos, so that I won't have too much PP or HP loss. Now, naturally, I don't need that much PP for Zapdos. Well, except for Hypnosis, but that's another story entirely. No, the real problem is HP. As you can see, my Venusaur is already down to half health, and I'm sure to meet a few more electrodes along the way, and if they decide to detonate on me, I'll be forced to use one of my Hyper Potions. And I really want to keep them for Zapdos, because one potion that I don't need to use in this place, well, I can keep it for Articuno or Moltres or the Elite Four, well, whatever. But basically what this means is that I won't be facing Zapdos just yet. I think I should be able to initiate the battle by the end of part 65, but if not, I guess part 66 will do. It's not like I'm under any obligation to finish this game in a certain amount of videos, though it would be nice if I could get it done in 100 videos, but I think that's a utopia, especially considering, well, I've got to catch 3 legendary birds, I've got to face the Elite Four, I'm sure to want to show off my Mewtwo a second time against the Elite Four, so yeah, I'm not going to do it in 100 videos unless I get really lucky with those legendary birds, but otherwise, no, it's going to take over 100 videos. But speaking of the legendary birds, I've been messing with the catch rate formula a bit, and I'm talking about the one that's found on Bulbagarden, because the one Cerebi has is most definitely wrong, because Cerebi's formula says that if you try to catch a Pokemon with a catch rate of over 128, no matter if it's asleep or not, no matter if it's with a regular Pokeball or not, and even no matter its HP, you're gonna catch it, it's guaranteed, which naturally isn't the case. But yeah, I've been messing with Bulbagarden's formula, and I found out that if I use an Ultra Ball on a Zapdos that's asleep, or any legendary with a catch rate of 3 for that matter, or Beldum, can't forget about Beldum, well, if I can get it down to around 5% of its health, then I'm gonna have a 4.5% chance of catching Zapdos, which is pretty cool. I would have thought it would have been a little lower, but 4.5%, I can live with that. And also, here's a fun one. In Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, if you try to catch a Pokemon with a Dust Ball that is at 5% health, if the catch rate is 34 or higher, then you are absolutely guaranteed to catch it. Of course, I'm talking about the Dust Ball. Nope, there's nothing there. I was under the impression that there would be something in one of those 2 passages there, especially since a Voltorb was guarding one of them, but nope, I guess there's nothing. So yeah, naturally I'm talking about the Dust Ball used during the night or in a cave, because there's no point in using it during the day, which is why I would recommend waiting until night falls to catch stuff like Dialga or Palkia. Speaking of these two, you get it down to 5% health and you try to catch it with a Dust Ball. According to Bulbagarden's formula, you have something like a 90% chance of catching it, and I remember it took me like 2 or 3 balls to catch Dialga, so might actually be somewhat true, though I don't remember how far down I got its health, and no, I didn't use False Swipe, so it can't be down to 1 HP unless a miracle happens. So I haven't done a whole lot in this video, actually. I thought I'd be a lot farther in than that after 10 minutes of this, but Guess not, so I'm gonna beat this Pikachu and I'm gonna stop there for now. And as I said, I am going to get out of this place without fighting Zapdos, and I'm going to keep it for my second run through.